Mini is, obviously, a car manufacturer. And as part of such a huge industry, the way we conduct our business has an enormous impact on the environment, on the people that work for and with us, and even on the future of our planet. In 2019, we made a huge step towards creating a more sustainable product portfolio with our first all-electric Mini. And in 2030, we actually want to be an all-electric company. But as essential as electric vehicles are, there is much more to do on the way to becoming a fully sustainable company. So, how sustainable is Mini?
Hi, I'm Natalie, and today we're going to talk about sustainability. As you all know, sustainability plays a major role in our daily lives, especially when it comes to our future.
In times of crisis in 1959, Mini developed a small, urban, and efficient car. And all these attributes are still valid today.
At Mini, the four main categories for far-reaching measures taken regarding sustainability are:
first of all, of course, CO2 emissions, then our supplier network, a thing we call circular economy, and last but not least, our concept of urban mobility.
So now, let's take a closer look at the CO2 emissions regarding the Mini Cooper SE. The electricity needed for the production of a Mini Cooper SE in our plant in Oxford is sourced from 100% green energy and CO2-free. It comes from 11,500 solar panels that are located on the roof of that plant.
So now let's compare a Mini Cooper S, our regular combustion engine model, with the Mini Cooper SE, our all-electric model. At the beginning, without any distance driven, the Mini Cooper S performs a little bit better, as less raw materials are needed for a combustion engine model than for an electric car with its batteries. But now comes the interesting part. Of course, driving with the combustion engine has a greater impact on global warming than driving with an electric engine. So, after about 30,000 kilometers, the Mini Cooper SE becomes greener than the Mini Cooper S. And if you charge your Mini Cooper SE with renewable electricity, you'll break even after about 19,000 kilometers.
Looking at the supplier network from a sustainable point of view, there are two issues you need to consider: the mining of the materials used for the vehicles and the supplier standards. Crucial, of course, are the raw materials used for the batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, which we continuously analyze regarding their impact on the environment and society. From 2020 onwards, and for vehicles with the battery Generation 5, the BMW Group itself purchases cobalt and lithium directly from mines in Australia and Morocco, which meet the high supplier sustainability standards. Thus, we not only achieve long-term supply security and price stability, but can also contractually secure our sustainability standards.
Let's briefly talk about what circular economy means to Mini. In the end, circular simply means reusing materials instead of using natural resources.
Using secondary materials has a positive effect on sustainability. First of all, it leads to a reduction of waste, but it also reduces CO2 emission, especially for raw materials with high energy production. Important secondary raw materials used in the Mini Cooper SE are plastic, aluminum, steel, and copper, for instance. At this point, we use up to 50% secondary aluminum, 25% secondary steel, and up to 20% secondary thermoplastics. Obviously, we always try to increase these numbers.
And lastly, let's look at our concept of urban mobility.
With the Mini private car sharing technology, owners will be able to share their Mini with friends and family hassle-free. Through a shared mobile app, drivers will be able to reserve, open, close, and drive the Mini.
With this technology, customers can finally use their Mini Electric more efficiently and conveniently, and thus reduce costs and emissions.
As you can see, there's a lot of sustainability in a Mini, especially Mini Cooper SE. Every day, we work hard to push sustainability further and to make this planet a greener place. So, let's just do that together.